All right. So, from what I remember before Alice got electrocuted to death, that there was this doesn't look like the chamber I saw them in. This looks like a narrow corridor
It seems to be a mirror image
of
or
this.
identical to this, but one floor below.
All right. So we don't have to worry about collateral damage then. And we're
So
still
yeah,
at the top of the stairs.
we were just starting here. One of us kicked the pebble. You got the message that we've been made
Yes.
as we were thinking about heading down this way. And yes, that's where we're at. Stealth is out of the window. Flush down the toilet, whatever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
It is no longer an option.
All right. We need to go. Yeah. Well, if we're going to rescue these prisoners, we have to go down there and deal with them.
How would
Unfortunately.
you like to do that?
Well, we don't have stealth at this point.
All right, let's have a look here, see if my brain is working today.
Seems like a little bit of a waste to use that.
Apparently, my brain is working today. Let's see if I have a good suggestion.
There's no point in casting fog cloud. They are blind.
Yeah, same with invisibility on this end.
Actually, I'm not even sure if mirror image would work.
Nope, they
It's a,
are immune
it's
to
a
illusion,
visual effect.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I do not have any tricky type spells prepared that would work against blind things.
Now,
No point in sending down an illusion, they wouldn't see it. No point in sending down an unseen servant, they wouldn't see it.
do you have crystal summons prepared?
Yes, I do.
All right, because that we do have the elemental gem that we picked up very recently, but I thought it might be a waste of that. But building off that idea, we could send down a summoned creature first.
Yes, and see what happens to it.
But we could just send it down first, and then we follow afterwards. So when combat starts, they're fighting something else, possibly.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That would be me burning a second, third level spell slot.
Yes, there is that, but I think it's as far. I only saw one down there before Alice got vaporized.
Yep.
So that's a maybe a there's it did send out a message meaning intruders, but that could mean anything. We could also have a bunch of creatures coming in through the way we came in a short order, possibly.
All right. The points of egress or entrance that we know of,
Yeah.
hole, hole. These guys went somewhere. Those guys went somewhere. They could come in this way. There's a hole here that's darker, and this hallway underneath.
I just think that it seems like at the moment we know of at least one threat, but it seems like a waste to use the elemental gem.
Summon an air elemental for one of these things,
Yeah.
probably. I think it's up to you though. You're active, so you can decide.
Uh, I'm mostly just concerned about the other an ambush.
There are a number of places where they A can hide
Yep.
and B could come up behind us. Yes.
Yes. I. This is just my personal opinion, but I think the summoned creature might be a good idea here.
All right. I will scratch off a third level spell slot, pick a gem,
And roll and see what we get.
roll, and see what we get. That would be that number. Let's see what that number amounts to. I seem to have a giant constrictor snake
Oh,
made
good.
of
It's going to be able to fit down here.
glittering, well, not to them, gem
Crystal.
dust. Kind of funny. It is big, in a matter of speaking. It was really long.
Yes, it's really long, but
Excuse me.
that was the other thing I actually just thought of when you said this. Oh wait, some of these animals are giant. Would they fit in this staircase?
This one does easily.
Yes, that's actually a good thing we got. So my plan is basically to do what we were doing with Alice, is to basically just send the snake down first and then we follow.
All right.
And we'll deal with what we see as we get there. I just want the snake to arrive a bit before we do.
All right. My mental commands to it are go down and attack. What do you
You can give it a mental image, basically.
Yeah, an image which will be what I already showed you.
Yes.
Attack the first one of those that you see. So it is not going to bother being stealthy because there's just no.
There's no point, and neither are we really at this point.
I'm going to order it to be cautious just because. We'll see what it gets. Not really important. It slithers down. And at this point, we should roll initiative.
All right.
No one's surprised. Well, they might be surprised by the fact that there's another thing here now, but other than that. That is terrible. What'd you get?
7.
Hey, you're climbing up. My other hand went down.
Oh.
I have a 15.
Still above me.
Believe it or not, you're going second.
Whoa. Look at the snake roll.
I haven't rolled. I forgot to roll this. It's going after me. This doesn't really make sense.
There. So the snake has a what?
It has a 13.
Okay, so I'm going third, apparently.
Apparently.
Well, you had the snake precede us, so it's in front of us.
So it is basically we're just going to start this at its initiative order because we were all. I mean, I'm not holding a spell or anything, so I'm just letting it go first, and then we're going to start this at its initiative. It is spotting something lurking in the water, and it is going to attack it because it fits the description. What do you got here? You got +6 to hit.
Fairly good.
Which makes that a 14. Which I think is exactly its armor class. That was close.
They've got a tough hide, apparently.
No, they just seem really fast in the water. For 10 points of damage, it does not like that.
Right.
Now it needs to make a DC 16 strength save or be grappled.
Yep, constrictor snake.
That'd be a 10. And they are not strong at all, so I won't even bother looking that up. We now have a grappled individual.
Right.
I get the mental image of it.
Yes, you can inform me of that.
Yep, we have a grappled target.
Okay.
So you're up.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Alright, I'm going to use my movement to move down as far as I can behind the snake.
Well, I'm here, and I was watching the snake go. The snake is now past my ability to view.
Yep.
And you're going to head down. You can get here. You can get to here with your movement. Your head is still above, but you can crouch and you can look down that corridor.
Okay.
So you can see what is underneath here.
I'll crouch down or just sit on the staircase if I have to.
Yep. You see the crystalline snake
Yeah, which gives off a bit of light.
wrapped around. Oh, by the way, the light is getting much worse. When you
Yes.
look down the hallway, you only can see about 30 feet, and then it gets to the point where it's obscured, dark.
But the snake gives off a bit of light.
A bit of light. That's why you can see that far.
Okay.
There's no light down here.
So I can see the
You can see the target.
leech eel thing.
I wrote it down. They're called leechlings, so you can call them that if you like.
Leechling. Sorry, that makes sense. All right. Well, I don't want the snake. Seems to have this for the moment, so I'm going to try hitting this thing with frostbite.
All right, saving throw time.
Yes, it's just targeted.
Oh, what kind of saving throw is that?
Constitution.
All right, so it rolled exactly a 17, so it has 18 for its save.
That's it. That succeeds, unfortunately.
Yep. It doesn't happen very often with your spell save DC, but it does.
It does.
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong creature. That was my snake has a +1. Ugh. So many things going on. What is your constitution? Oh, no, that's charisma. +1. Never mind. They're the same.
All right.
So
So it
yeah.
succeeds.
it succeeds.
Right. I guess I'm going
Horrible
to.
charisma, by the way, because, well, they're disgusting.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to wait here.
Yep.
That's my turn.
Your turn ends. Next up.
Its turn.
No.
Oh. Oh no, is there something more in this initiative order?
There's something in initiative order you don't know about yet.
They're always the worst kind.
I would like you to roll a perception check at disadvantage.
Probably do not need the disadvantage, but okay. I did not need a disadvantage. 5.
That was you rolled twice though, right?
I rolled a 10 and a 2, and the 2 is 2 plus 3 is 5, so that's lower.
Okay, so you do notice, but only as it's attacking you. You're sitting roughly about here, kneeling down, out of the water, has leapt. One of these leechlings, and it is going to attempt to bite you.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Well, my new armor class is 12, so even with shield, that's 17. So yeah, it hits.
All right. So the nasty aspect of this
See what this does.
it's just going to start now. You take 4 points of damage as this mouth latches onto you, and you feel those sharp
Teeth.
teeth stick into your skin. I would like you to make a contested strength check, please.
Oh. Contested strength.
It's going to try latching onto you now.
I need to roll high here.
Yep.
Hang on a second. Oh, this could be such a waste. I don't want this thing grappling me. I'm going to use the point of inspiration you gave me.
All right. Pair of rolls.
That was such a waste. 9? penalty?
Oh. All right. You feel its grip on you solidify. It is now has its mouth firmly attached to you. You feel its little teeth digging into you,
Until my turn starts.
and then it's going to start sucking blood from you, basically, as it's grabbed from you. Yeah, probably the most disgusting moment of your life is now going to happen.
Ironically, this is actually the situation the actual vampire we fought could not get us into.
Yeah. Well, technically, it's a leech vampire. Close enough.
Right. the 2 actual vampires we fought up until this point.
Yeah.
And one of them can launch its tongue across the room.
This one is now attached to you. And
Okay. Is that the...
you notice 4 more now stick their heads out of the water and are heading past the snake up towards the stairs.
The snake get an attack of opportunity?
It has got its mouth latched onto the one that's currently attacking.
This could be bad.
Alright. Now we finally get to my point in the initiative.
Regretting the fact that you passed a turn?
I didn't pass! It was unfortunately part of the plan. Well, I can't
So,
fire.
I assume you can see that thing on top of me.
Yes, I see the thing basically attached to you. Okay. I got 2 options. I can unload the wand of magic missiles into it, hope to kill it, or I can cast a 2nd level fire chromatic orb set to fire on it, which they seem to be weak to.
Well, the problem is you roll a 1 on the chromatic orb. Imagine you look at me.
I'm willing to take that chance.
Yes. I can just teleport on my turn.
Yeah, well, while you're thinking about that stuff,
You're doing chromatic orb?
chromatic orb's coming your way.
Okay.
Oh, God, when you have to check that. Even without modifiers, it's well above their armor class.
Okay, so you hit it.
I hit it. I have to mark off the spell slot. That is my second level spell slot gone.
Yes.
I am going to roll some d8s. Oh, that looked so good until I saw the 2. That is 32 points of fire damage.
Right then.
Because this thing is basically attached to you, you feel
The heat.
well the heat and the scream. You don't even have to roll.
Okay.
This thing did not like that. And matter of fact, I'm gonna see if it's just gonna let go because of the shock.
Oh, it's still alive.
Yeah. It can choose. What's it going to do? What are you going to do, buddy? Alright. It doesn't seem to let go.
Alright.
I'm gonna move down to where you are. At which point I see everybody else.
Yes.
Then the constrictor now can actually constrict the one that it is
Yes.
attached to. It's going to do that. Well, according to this, it doesn't succeed. Unusual. Somehow. It doesn't seem to manage to get enough position coils around it or whatever. It is still grappled, but it is not doing anything.
Okay. Is that the only thing it can do? Doesn't have a multi-attack?
No, it does not. It can attack one thing, and it's currently trying to squeeze it to death.
Alright.
Now we're at you.
Now we're at me. So this thing is still alive and still latched onto me.
Yes.
And there's about 4 more of them coming down the corridor.
Yes, they're basically right now passing the snake. So they're right here. You're right here. They're good 40 feet away from you.
I had to say 40.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I'm going to go with my initial plan then. I'm going to cast Misty Step. which
Yep.
requires only me to speak an incantation.
Yep.
And I teleport up to 30 feet to a point I can see.
Alright, so you and I are basically side by side here. You got a thing on you.
Yeah. Well, I'll be leaving it behind.
Yep.
I just want to go back up the staircase a little bit. So I'm on the opposite side, basically.
Yeah, tell me to stop.
That's fine. They're up there. Except probably further back towards the wall. I probably appear to kind of like leaning against it.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
You went about 15, 17 feet of
Okay,
the-
so that's fine.
Yep.
And then the creature is now probably very confused about where I went.
It actually falls to the ground because, well, actually, it does have some dexterity. It might keep from falling. Nope. It is not prone because it was focused on sucking blood out of something that's just no longer there anymore.
Yeah, so that's got to be a weird feeling now that I no longer have its teeth and mouth, which presumably is designed to stay latched onto something.
Yeah, fortunately, no tearing involved.
Nope, because I teleport.
Yes. You are now a bit way up the stairs.
Yes, I'm a bit far away from a bit further away from it now, which is nice. I'm going to, as my action, hit it with frostbite because I can only use a cantrip.
All right. That will require a saving throw,
Yes.
which it did not make. Not
Right.
surprising.
Oh, 12 points of cold damage, 2 6s.
Wow, you are motivated.
Gee, I wonder why. So this is the one you just hit with fire. So
Yep.
taking
It has taken a beating.
44 points of damage for my count.
It looks very much worse for wear, but alive.
But alive. Okay, so cold seems to affect it. I
Yes.
was concerned when they were weak to fire.
Yeah, but it does definitely look quite shaken by that.
All right. Well, unless I want to move back upstairs, which I don't really want to do,
Yep.
I'm going to. That's my turn.
All right, so we now come to its turn. I'm not even going to bother rolling. This thing is intelligent. It is now basically it doesn't even bother getting up. It's just slithering down into the water.
Yeah, the thing did look like it might be designed for that.
Yeah, it is leaving my reactionary attack force. Do I want to use my reaction on this? My
There's
record in this area is really bad.
Yeah, there's occasions where I think, maybe we should have taken Warcaster.
So, I'm a little annoyed that it tried to bite you and eat you. I am going to swing my staff two-handed at this thing.
All right, strength attack.
I know. No modifiers.
You have to add 3. You're proficient.
I hit something!
For a second, I thought it was natural 20, but no. We just
No! I just actually hit something.
that's how rarely this comes up. We're
First
excited about
time.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a D8.
A D8 with no modifiers at all.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a big number. An 8.
An 8. Okay.
And as this thing tries to go, I baseball bat this sucker. And believe it or not, I kill it. This is like a banner day.
Okay.
I have not only hit a creature, but
You
did
kill
the
it.
final blow to it.
All right. So its lifeless corpse slumps into the water after you break its neck, basically.
Yeah. It only had 6 hit points left.
All right.
Yeah. And so there you go.
Now we just have to do that 4 more times, minimum.
So that was my initiative. No, sorry, that was its initiative.
That was its initiative. Yes.
So it is now done, and we come to 4 leechlings which were advancing as they see their leader
I thought these things couldn't see.
lifeless in the water.
I thought these things could not see.
They can't see in our. They can in a way.
Okay.
I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to roll morale check here. Oh, these guys are actually really annoyed at that. Are quite willing to fight.
Okay. What about the one that's grappled?
Oh, it breaks free. Natural 20. Alright, so that's its action. The other 4.
Oh, I thought that was one of the 4.
No, that
Okay.
is
There's
number
5 of them now.
So the other 4 advance up the steps, and you notice once they get out of the water, they slow down quite a bit. They don't like walking. But I'm there. What's their movement on land?
Okay, that's not very good.
They're very. They look. Now that they've actually had a chance to look at them, you're standing there watching. They don't look like they have bones as much as they have some sort of cartilaginous skeleton. So they, once they get out of the water where they're really fast and fluid, they get up here and it's almost like they're struggling to climb the stairs.
I'm also hoping that electrical attack they can do is less effective on land.
Well, they can just make it to me. So,
Well, not all of them.
no.
There's no way all 4 of them can fit up that staircase to get to you.
No, it is fairly wide. But yeah, they are within combat distance of me, but they have used their movement to get there.
Okay.
They don't need to dash per se. Actually, yeah, they're gonna need to dash. Basically, by the time they get there, they're look like they're ready to attack me, but they're not doing anything.
Okay. So we come to you now.
So now we're at me. I don't like what they did to you, and I don't want it to
It wasn't
happen.
that bad.
It's just disgusting.
Yes, it's the visual more than anything else. It actually wasn't all that painful.
Yes. I have 1 second level spell slot left. I am going to cast Gust of Wind. I want these things away from me.
Yeah, this is one situation I was thinking, shame he no longer prepares burning hands.
Yeah. Not anymore. I can fireball them, but I'm like right there.
Yeah, you'd definitely be aiming your snake first of all, and then you'd have to aim it very carefully to avoid burning yourself.
Yeah, I'd have to probably make it my own saving throw. Anyway, they're right here. So I'm going to cast Gust of Wind. I'm going to try and blow them down the stairway.
Okay.
So that is going to be a number of saving throws.
He had to roll for the snake too.
True, because it is. All right, I'm going to start off with them. There's 4 of them. Oh, 5. Sorry. All right, we'll start with the one the snake had. That is an 18. That's a pass.
Okay.
1 fail. 2 fails. Pass. Fail. 3 of them are blown down the stairs, back into the water.
All right.
The snake is also blown away.
Okay.
But it is. They are now pleasantly far enough away from me that I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to back up the stairs a little bit.
There were 2 that succeeded, you said, right?
1 succeeded. Oh, that's right. There's 1 still here. Ha! All right. 2 can be on me, and 2 can't be. So I'm going to roll 50-50 if it's one of the ones that are in combat range with me. Odds, it is. Evens. Wow, that wasn't my favorite. All right, so I back up.
Okay. How far?
To you.
Okay.
And that is my initiative. Where are you?
The snake.
I keep forgetting it's ahead of you.
Yeah.
It's going to pick one of the new targets. 6 hits. Wow. It's just rolling right on the armor class.
That's all you need.
Another one takes 9 points of. What is it anyway?
Piercing, presumably, because it's fighting it.
It's being bit. We'll call it piercing. Not really relevant. They don't have resistance either, crushing or piercing, or bludgeoning.
Okay.
Alright. Now where are you?
Now we are at me. Alright, so there's 2 of them I should still be able to see. Right?
No, just one.
Just
Only
one?
One made the saving throw.
Oh, only one made the saving throw. Okay.
There's one right, well, not right in front of me, but one close by me, about 6, 7 feet away. The rest all got blown down into the water. You can still see them. They're only 15 feet further away. You can see them. They're just in the water.
Alright, so one of them's at the near down, basically where you were standing before.
Yes. So we're both right here.
Yeah.
One's right here. The others are down here in the water with the snake.
Only one of them isn't worth casting Frost Breath for.
If you moved ahead to its within its attack radius,
Mhm.
You can get them all, including the snake. Oh, sorry, no, you can't get the one that the snake originally grappled because it got blown another 15 feet back.
Getting 4 out of 5 is still good. Alright, I'll move up to basically as close as I need to get those 4 into the cone.
You can see the saliva dripping from its mouth, but
I was afraid it would have to get that close, but hopefully it's about to have very poor odds of hitting me as I cast Frost Breath.
Frost Breath it is. So we'll start with that saving throw.
Yeah.
That is a fail.
Oh, okay.
3 more. Oh, those are terrible numbers. Good God. One just makes your spell save DC.
Alright, so the rest, so 3 fails?
3 fails, 1 very, like 17 right on the nose with modifiers.
Alright, alright, I rolled 20 points of cold damage.
It's kind of a bad one for you, isn't it? Usually you roll quite high.
It's average 983.
Alright.
And they are encased in ice, the important part.
Yep. One of them has succumbed to its injuries.
Alright, there's 1 fewer now. Was it the one right beside me?
You can make a perception check at some point if you like. Try and find it out. Right now...
It was an 11. Was it the one right beside me?
Can't tell. You'll know soon enough.
Almost enough when it tries to attack me.
It is now their initiative order.
I still should have some movement left, I think, right?
You have... 10 feet left.
Alright, the one that was immediately in front of me was one of the ones that failed?
Yes.
Okay, I can see the ice coating it. I am going to move back 10 feet, see if it makes an attack on me.
Nothing seemed to happen.
Alright. As long as I don't have to worry about that making an attack, alright, that's my turn.
Alright. So we're down to their initiative orders now. Well, they're going to try breaking free. That's all they have.
Yep, it's their action.
Oh, one of them breaks free.
Alright. So there should still be one that's frozen.
So breaks free, is this at the end of its turn, or is just its action?
It's its action to break free. So it still gets its turn.
It swims off.
Okay.
And that is all you see.
Alright.
Coming back to the top is me. I don't really want to waste any more spell slots, so I assume you tell me the one in front of you is dead.
Yes.
I am firebolting one of the other
Oh,
cards.
the one other thing, a lot of the water in that direction that was in that cone is all frozen. Yeah, so there's lots of ice down there all of a sudden.
Okay, that hits. So yes, another one succumbs. We have one living one encased in ice. The other two have left, and the snake is going to now try to break you free.
Oh, that's right, it failed too.
It does not. So that is all there is to this. There's one left. We're gonna finish that off. I can firebolt it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna worry about initiative orders anymore because we can't go there anywhere for a minute anyway. Because even though that water is frozen, there's a whole pile of issues with trying to walk on it and stuff. And
True. Also, it
I
might the ice might last under these conditions more than a minute.
yeah, and I really would like the snake to lead the way. So yeah, and the only damage it's taken is from you.
Oops.
It's okay. So therefore, it's not living. It is magically enchanted crystal.
Crystal.
So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. A minute goes by. Ice is still there, but it's starting to break up.
All right.
Snake will eventually break free. You might have break free in that minute anyway, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're
Okay.
going to wait till the ice disappears. We have uh, 4 bodies.
They don't really have any belongings to them, do they?
They're
They don't
not
like
even
clothes.
clothed.
No. So they're not. So they don't have any possessions or things for us to search, really.
Well, you can have a quick actual look at them now if you want.
Sure, why not?
Roll an investigation check, please.
I assume they're creatures I've never seen before.
Yeah.
11.
Can't really get too much detail other than the fact that you've already seen them. There is not really much in the way of. Well, hold on a second. I might as well flip over. We're not here anymore anyway.
Yeah, we're.
They don't wear anything.
Yeah.
You're now certain that they have no eyes.
Mhm.
Um, they are, well, you assume amphibious, but you don't see any gills. You're not entirely certain how they breathe. You can roll a nature check if you like.
Oh, I rolled really well. Let's see. 27?
Well, you've spent a great deal of your life out in the wilds.
Mhm.
You're quite familiar with frogs and leeches and all those sorts of things.
Mhm.
You're fairly certain that what they do is they absorb their oxygen they require through their skin and
Right.
their phage and stuff. They don't breathe per se. They just sort of absorb what oxygen they need.
All right. With my absurdly high roll, do I think there's anything about this creatures that might be useful to you as an alchemist?
Possibly their saliva, but you don't know.
Okay. I don't know if you want to take the time to examine them then or not.
Well, I will take it. I'll do an investigation check. Oh, sorry, this will be a med check or an alchemy check. It's going to be a check. Never mind. I have no idea. So unless we're going to haul one of these off for dissection, we don't know. All right.
All right. So now that we're down here on the second floor,
We are now here.
oh, that's a lot of rubble.
This room, well, rooms, is quite rubble filled, yes. This section is quite solid
Okay,
because it is
we came
basically
down
this
that.
shaft. We came down a little bit, and yeah, a lot of what was above the tower is now here, and this is all underwater ish. This is where the bodies are, and the other two went off this way. Uh, roll an intelligence check for me, please.
12.
You're not certain, but you think they went this way.
Towards
And
where I think the prisoners are.
yeah, this is where you the hole was above, and
Okay.
this is where you saw the prisoners. And some of these have provisions of a sort on them, and that's the direction you think they went.
All right. Well, if we're going to rescue these people, we kind of have to follow them.
All right, so we go down into the water where these things were.
Yeah. So I'm
It
fine.
is,
How is your snake handling this? I suppose it's actually it's a construct basically.
yeah, well, it is a magically formed
Yeah.
constrictor snake, but it has all the attributes of a large like anaconda, which is boa constrictors. They're perfectly at home in the water.
Yeah. Maybe in a
So
water that's cold though.
it's not alive.
No.
It can't be sensitive.
No, the only one uncomfortable is you.
Yeah. Seeing how this water is basically chest deep on me. Not happy. Not complaining too much. Just not happy.
Don't think shape water lets me heat water up. No, I could freeze it though.
Thanks.
Instantly cleaner in chill, warmer flavor up to 1 cubic feet of non-living material with prestidigitation.
No, thank you.
No.
All right. So we wade slowly.
I could probably just swim. Or is it not?
Uh, you can swim.
Yeah.
Before you decide you want to breathe this water, I would like you to roll perception check, please.
I can keep my head above water.
Just roll a perception check anyway.
15.
You notice the water is fouled in a sense. This is probably they're not the most hygienic of creatures.
Stagnant water, basically. And
Well,
wait.
there's no real current through here. You did notice as we passed down through here, there was a bit of a current right around here, but once we get around this
That's
way,
probably one of the ways in.
it is not. There's no real current, and there are a number of creatures here which have no other way of emptying their various bodily fluids but into this water.
All right, I'll. So we're in a sewer almost.
Yeah, and this has been going on for quite some time.
All right, I'll wade.
All right, so as we wade and as we make it into here, yes, your decision not to breathe the water is founded because there are rotting corpses in here.
Oh my, how pleasant.
We are wading through dead animals, dead
People.
humans, dead elves, yeah, people.
How are we getting all these people out of here is the other thing we haven't thought of yet.
Yes. So as we go along, this door is not here actually.
Okay.
And once we look in here, we notice that yes, they are still all huddled here.
No sign of those creatures?
At this point, not yet. No. You can roll a perception check, just straight, no advantage. It kind of cancels each other out.
8.
You haven't noticed anything, but that doesn't mean they aren't here.
No. Oh, what's the light situation in here like?
All right. As we came down here, we have the constrictor snake with us, right?
Yes.
Have dim light. This without the snake, this whole section here would be pitch black.
Right. That's not enough to go by. I am going to take out the bit of phosphorus moss, sprinkle on my staff, and cast the light cantrip to get that bioluminescent algae going on the crown.
All right, so you cast light.
Yeah.
That basically brightens it up and gives you a much better view of all the dead people and things in here. And as you look through here, there is a ring of light
Yeah.
here
On the
because
hole.
that's the hole above. So we are now roughly, we'll say right where these rocks are.
All right.
And
Well,
yes, the entire bottom is, if we were walking, would be hazardous terrain, but because we're mostly supported by the water,
yeah.
we can move a half move right
Okay.
without any issues.
Well, let's enter this chamber up ahead.
Yep.
Still
We
don't
do
really have.
so. So we go through this non-existent door.
Yeah.
These two tables here and this one here seem to be covered in, well, foraging. They have acquired some animals. They're dead. They're not what I would call hygienic at this point. They were not butchered properly or anything.
I don't think these creatures care too much about that.
No. Roll an intelligence check for me, please.
15.
You're fairly certain, considering the setup,
Mhm.
that this stuff is used to feed their cattle. They are feeding them this stuff to keep them alive long enough that they can suck blood from them.
How pleasant.
Yeah. They are not anything you would lose any sleep over by killing.
No, they are literal parasites.
Yeah.
They just happen to live outside their hosts.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So anyway, these, well, strung together rafts
Yeah.
represent their larder. There is,
So this is where the people are.
yeah, not just people. There is a couple of trussed up deer, moose, and then there are
How did they get that down here? Hmm.
there are things you haven't seen yet. And there are um, half a dozen humanoids.
Okay. So how are we getting them out of here?
Well, we are still back here. I think you want to continue waiting this way.
Yes.
All right. When you get to about here,
Mhm.
there's a hole here you can't see, but you notice it as you're walking along. Part
All
of
right, that's
this
probably how they got out.
this part of the section has deteriorated. Let's see how attentive they are.
It's a very bright blue-green light in the area.
Yeah, you see heads pop up, turn. They're not exactly coherent individuals, but they are gradually putting some thoughts together that maybe there is hope. As these humans and humanoids notice that, well, this is the first possible ray of light. Sorry for that. That has happened in their lives for the last while.
All right.
They're looking with the kind of look that you would see on people who thought they were dead 5 minutes ago, but
All
now
right.
think they may not be.
Well, you're the medical expert. Do these people look like they are capable of walking out, wading out of here? If we,
I'd have to actually go over there
yeah, we
and
can do that.
right. All right. When we start getting closer to them,
Oh, your
you
snake probably should stay back.
well, I can't let it. I can't guard really. I can, I suppose.
Yeah, you
All right,
can give me an instruction to do that. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it by the hole.
Mhm.
Tell attack any of these leechlings that come up.
Okay.
That's instructions. As we get closer to the rafts, you see almost a bit of desperation on the faces of the individuals. It's the kind of thing that you would see if someone was in water, thought they're going to drown, and they see something they can cling on to. You don't want to get too close. they will latch on and just cling for life.
Okay.
Might drag you under, which won't drown you,
Which won't drown me,
but will make life a little difficult.
but might kill them.
Possibly, because in their frantic slashing around, they might end up obviously causing themselves more harm
Yeah.
or just inhaling at the wrong moment. They are not coherent,
Yeah.
really. They
Well, neither
are
of us have calm emotions.
they are thoroughly traumatized individuals that are just now thinking that they want to live.
All right. So, how are we going to do this?
I only have one spell prepared that would get them out of here regardless of their physical and mental condition.
Now, what spell is that?
I can polymorph.
Yeah, you can polymorph yourself into something that can carry them, basically.
Yeah. They can feebly thrash as much as they want, but King Kong is going to be able to pick them up and put them out the hole without them having any choice in the matter.
The other idea I had was possibly somehow us trying to move these rafts that they seem to be on.
Well, I can get the snake to try that, but the problem is this is a very I mean, you thought my raft I made was crude.
Mhm.
This is worse. This is just jury rigged, and it does not fit through here. And if we try to move them onto a single raft, it will just sink.
Okay.
And also, we'd have to convince them without, physically contacting them.
Yes, your idea of using the polymorphing into a giant ape, which will probably terrify them. But that's
That
a
could
moot
be,
point now.
yeah. Oh, they're terrified. They're not seeing us as an immediate threat,
Yeah.
but convincing them might be a bit difficult.
Convincing them with our charismas.
Yeah, not probably worth
Yeah.
the effort. But you can make a roll.
We're here to help you. We're just give us a moment to try and figure out how to get you all out of here. Is what I say.
Roll.
That's actually a 19 in total.
All right. Let's see if they believe you.
I'm being honest.
What a surprise. They believe you. All right.
All right.
I will burn my one and only
Oh, that hasn't calmed them down. Okay.
fourth level spell slot. And I turn into a giant ape.
Well, I can only dimension door with one person, so
Can't dimension door with a giant ape even. Can you?
no, it has to be my size or smaller.
Yep. And let's see how they respond to that. They are not thrilled.
I'm
But
going to try. I'm going to try and work off of the 19 I just rolled, and I say, some of you do not seem to be in a fit state to get to maneuver in the water here. Says we're just going to use this to try and get you all back onto dry land.
yep. All right. So
Whether or not that works, this is happening though.
yeah, I don't have to ask. I just pick them up.
Yeah.
Out the hole. I'm tall enough now that I can reach the hole.
I should go back upstairs and then I say.
Splitting the party. All right.
Well, we don't want to leave them up there on their own.
All right. So you go around.
Yeah.
And I start feeding them up through the hole.
Oh, can I take the snake with me or? Oh no, the snake's gone.
Yeah, concentration.
Yeah. All right, I am going to head back upstairs because leaving a bunch of really traumatized and weak individuals alone.
Yeah.
Probably a recipe for disaster.
Yes. So you're up there as I start feeding them through the hole.
Okay.
So first off, they land on dry land, which is new for them because they've been on rafts for a while.
Mhm.
Oh, that is interesting. All right. As I feed them up to you, they basically start just clinging to you. They, first off, are really cold, weak.
Is there anything
And
around here that okay, can I see the upstairs again? Just so I have an idea. Right.
so
So we're
I
in here.
feed them up here.
Okay. Is there anything in here I can use to make a fire?
Yeah, there's all these disgusting boxes.
Ah, so that'll burn really well.
Oh, they'll burn very smoky because it's rotten, but you can get a fire going with them.
I will try and gather that all together and use prestidigitation to get a fire going so they can huddle around that to keep warm.
Okay. I would like you to roll a 20-sided. This is not so much whether you can accomplish this, but this is how long it's going to take because they are not cooperative at all.
10.
So this is going to take a little while. I'm going to have them all ferried up long before you get that fire going.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, too far. All right. So you are in the process of trying to calm down basically traumatized individuals.
Yeah.
Let's see how far we get. I got 6. All right. Correction. You're in the process of trying to calm down the first of the traumatized individuals as a bolt of lightning shoots up through me to you and the individual that you're currently clinging has is clinging to you.
A lightning bolt?
Literally, a lightning bolt has gone up through. I'm straddling the hole that. Sorry, I'm straddling this hole, which is below your hole, and a lightning bolt just shot straight up through both of them, and has now hit me and you, and one individual.
Is this a spell?
This is the spell Lightning Bolt, which you now require a dexterity saving throw,
So
please.
I can't counter it.
You're too far away.
All right.
And you also didn't see it happen. You just, well, you didn't
All
look
right.
down.
So when we went to the fountain and got the boon, I got a feat, which was resilience and dexterity, which increased my dexterity score by 1 and gave me proficiency in dexterity saving throws. So for the first time in the entire campaign, I'm adding 5 to this.
Yeah, go for it.
22 total.
Hey, you made a saving throw.
Yeah, it feels good, even though I know that it's still going to be a lot of damage.
Yes, it is.
What about you?
I haven't got that far yet. I need to check something first.
So there's a wizard down here or some sort of magic user?
Apparently, there seems to be someone who can cast spells. What is your spell save DC? Huh. Not that high. All right. My saving throw.
As a giant ape.
I rolled a 17 before I had all my modifiers. So I pass. You pass. Oh, gee. Poor human.
Does it matter?
Could roll a natural 20.
All that can save this person.
No.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
8d6 lightning.
Uh, to say the least, the individual that you had helped
It
is
was
now
clean.
dead.
Yeah. To me, yeah.
I was hoping to get more ferried up here before this happened. All right, that is that. That is 28 points of lightning damage divided by 2 for you and I.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, my saving throws are different now. So
Yes.
I no longer have my bonuses, but it's still with the giant apes +4 bonus. Anyway, I rolled over it. I don't need to worry about the bonuses. So I take. Where was that? 29 points of damage divided by 2 off of 157.
Yeah, so you're taking 14 points of lightning damage. So am I.
And I need to make a concentration saving throw.
Yes. DC 10.
DC 10. And I get a +4 on this. Oh, I rolled a 19. We're good.
Okay.
All right. So I stay as an ape. And yeah, that happened.
Well, that was genuinely surprising.
Yeah. So you're no longer being clung to.
Because the person who was clinging to me is dead.
Yeah, they just fall limply to the ground. Which is kind of unfortunate because we're trying to rescue these people.
Eh. All right.
So concerned.
So concerned. I'm
Um,
more concerned about the thing that just lightning bolted us. Do I see anything? I saw where that lightning bolt came from, obviously.
yeah, through me. You can't see squat. And I currently have an intelligence of 8. I'll have a look. Oh, that's really good. You basically see the back of my head because it's large, and I'm looking down.
Yes, I'm looking at Optimus Primal.
Yeah, basically from Beast Wars. Yeah.
Yes.
I do actually. With that
Actually, no, you're
roll,
larger than he was.
yeah. You see me raise a fist.
You're a season 3 Optimus Primal after he stopped being a monkey.
Yeah, out through the hole where you are as you're trying to look by, and then the fist goes thundering past down into the water.
I think to myself, he is enjoying this.
Yeah, +6 to hit.
I think
Hooah!
it's higher than that.
Is it?
You have a +6 strength, so it should be.
Oh, it's been so long since I've been a giant ape.
You want me to get the book?
Please, because I rolled really bad. I have to remember to write this stuff down.
You have +9 to hit.
Ah, that's so close.
Oh, and a 10-foot reach.
Yeah, I miss.
You have a second attack.
Uh, no, both my hands don't fit down this hole.
You can take one out, then no.
Uh, that's stretching it just a tad. Probably should have picked up a boulder and tried throwing the boulder down the hole. That would have worked better.
Plug the hole, if nothing else, probably.
Yeah. All right, so that's where we're at.
Well,
I
I
saw
cannot see
something.
anything happening.
You did not. Well, you saw stuff.
I was hit by a bolt of lightning, and then I saw you punch something.
Water. You saw me
Yeah.
punch water. Big splash. Some screaming from some very feeble people because they don't know what's going on either. And one dead corpse. I can't communicate any of this to you.
No, because you have no language at the moment.
Nope. So I'm going to continue with the plan because I can't think of anything else. I'm not bright enough. So I start handing people up to you.
I'm going to try and maneuver. So away from the spot where I was struck by lightning.
All right. The rest of it actually goes by relatively uneventfully.
All right. If nothing else seems to happen, I will go back to try to make the fire.
Yes. You need to actually if you want to be functional because you have people trying to huddle with you
Okay.
and try to get warm. And once you get a fire going, They huddle with each other, and unfortunately, there's nothing really here unless you have in your bag of holding from the party, you have those well-to-do cloak and clothes and stuff, and I assume you have a change of clothing on you. But that's the only other things that you can supply for comfort and warmth. And you can also give them some food if you want.
I can also give them some food. Yeah, I'll probably do that. How much should I mark off from this?
For what? For food?
Yes.
There are 5 remaining humanoids. We're ravenous.
Should I just write down, chuck off 5 days worth of food?
No, they can't eat that much. Just 2 days. All right. While you're doing all that,
At some point, I assume you join us.
I can't fit out of here.
You can revert back to being a human.
Yeah, I know. For the moment, I'm not bright enough. I am.
For the moment, you don't want to.
I'm staring down the hole at the moment, just in case something happens while you're doing all of this. At some point, you're probably going to tell me that the fire is going and blah blah blah, and you don't need to be a giant ape anymore, and it might percolate through.
I'll try telling you that. I don't know if it's going to make any difference.
Yeah. All right. So that happens. I stop concentrating on the spell.
Yeah.
I convert back into my normal self. That 14 damage evaporates.
Oh. At some point during this process, I will take out the refilling healing potion and drink that.
Right.
I heal 8 hit points.
Cool. You're down 15 from my count.
Nope, I'm down more.
Oh, I forgot about that. You're down 19 hit points.
Yes.
I forgot to add on the 4 you took from the bite.
Anyway.
All right, so I join you up here. And we are dealing with humans that are
fed and warm now. So exactly what are we going to do with these people?
Two of them seem to be actually responding really well. The remaining 3 are still a little incoherent. But they are not clinging to us anymore. They are semi-functional.
Right. Can we go back to the upstairs floor again?
My bad.
All right, so there's a fire in here now.
This is the clearest spot. So there's a fire here, and they are huddled around. We can stand here if you like. Doesn't really make much difference.
We haven't been attacked yet. We still have to get them out of here.
We have to get them across the causeway that doesn't exist. And I guarantee they're not going to want to get in the water ever again in their entire lives.
Yeah, they're not just swimming. And I cannot freeze that much water with frost breath.
No.
And you've already turned into a giant ape.
Yes. My spell casting for the day is getting really, really down to the dregs.
Well, I can dimension door with exactly one person.
We're not wasting dimension door because that only brings one person across, and then me and the rest of them
We could try your plan again from earlier. The
pull the
rafting.
raft. Well, we have lots of rafts down there that we can disassemble and reassemble up here
Yeah.
and try and get them across that way.
All right.
All right.
Let's tell them we're going to do that, and we can go get those rafts.
Okay. I would like you to roll. This is going to be mostly dexterity, so I'd like you to roll a non-proficient skill check based on dexterity to construct rafts.
Natural 1.
All right, so that attempt fails.
Your turn.
I look at you, I shake my head, and said, "Really?"
Yes.
And I roll a 10 plus 2.
I
Uh,
think that's what you rolled before.
probably enough to get them halfway across from my experiences. This is not working out.
We don't have anything else.
All right. I have. Oh, I hate to borrow from Blackadder, but and be Baldric. I have a cunning plan because I
All
don't
right.
think it is.
Let's hope it's somewhat more well thought out than his.
All right. Spell wise, I'm pretty spent. But I suggest that we, if we don't mind doing this, take a long rest in the hut with 5 other individuals.
A, I'm not entirely sure I trust these people. B,
We can do it in shifts.
resting in this place with these creatures who seem to possess some form of telepathic capabilities
Yeah.
is not necessarily the best idea either.
All right. That's what I came up with.
I think the raft is the better idea.
Even though it may fall apart halfway across.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to try and convince these 5 individuals
Yeah, I can give us a current with shape water to try and direct us.
that this is the best plan and the most sturdy raft in the universe, and see if how well that goes over. That'll be an 8.
They probably don't want to go back on those rafts.
They look dubious at best. We could try using coercion, but they don't look like they want to go anywhere near them.
Well, the question is, do they expect us to get them out of here?
That is logic, unfortunately. They're currently just having their first good meal in Lord knows how long.
Do you want to know what spell I'm kicking myself for not preparing now? Sleep.
You could probably put them all to sleep.
Yes, I know.
With a very minimal effort for
Unless
a
there
minute.
are any elves.
Yeah, it might be.
This is somehow harder than everything else we've done in this session. Trying to convince these people that this is the best we can do. Wait, we do have one other option.
What's that?
We have the Gems of Recovery, which we haven't used yet.
Yeah. What do you want to do with that?
You could turn back. You could use it and turn back into recover a 4th level spell slot and turn back into a giant ape.
So your idea is we can blow off an extremely, probably once in a lifetime item to ferry these guys across. I'd rather do the long rest in a hut here.
Just long resting in this place seems like a bad idea to me.
All right, let's ask one other question.
All right.
Firstly, I really am not someone who's into genocide, but I think they need to be taught a lesson that this is not a good thing to do. I think we should go down into here, find where these things hole up, and punish them for basically using sapient individuals as food source.
There's one problem with that plan that we may not be able to do it.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
That is an even worse plan.
Well, after a long rest, I feel a little bit more possible that that could work out because I have gone through all my major spell slots. I don't feel like magic missiling my way through this. I do have one fireball.
Frankly, I still think the gem of recovery is a better idea.
Uh, I'm not going to. I don't want to. It's something that was given to us as a reward for a really important thing.
All right. Well, I guess we're down to the your long rest idea.
Well, that's see that doesn't burn through a lot of our resources.
I still can't help but think it's a bad idea, but okay. If it's what we're down to at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Set up the hut.
You're gonna have to convince him to get in there.
I tried. They don't want to go near it.
They don't want to go near the hut.
Oh no, the hut's fine. Just tell them to huddle
Yeah.
and make the hut around them. And all of a sudden they're warm and comfortable.
Okay.
That convinces them.
All right. We are definitely setting watch,
Yes.
and I am setting up an alarm.
Okay. You can go in and out with ease. I'll just sit here with them.
Yep.
And you don't have a familiar.
No, I haven't had a chance to resummon her yet.
Nope.
Which means your owl should be perched outside somewhere watching.
Yes. She will be. And then we'll do our shifts of long watch.
All right, I'll take the first one.
Yep. Roll no advantage this time.
12.
Your watch goes by uneventfully.
I wake you.
And then we do the reverse. Ugh, that's terrible. All right, so they're going to be in that. All right, it's going to take a sec here. All right, I can do that. All right. Morning comes.
All right, so we get a long rest.
Yep. So refresh all that. I'm not going to bother rolling for my wand because if it doesn't recharge at this point, it never will.
Well, it does recharge.
Yeah, it does. It automatically is. I can't roll low enough.
All right.
And we heal.
We heal, yes.
I only took 9 points, so it wasn't that bad.
And then we give them some more food, I suspect.
Scratch off 2 more days worth of food. Actually, I'll do it this time.
Okay.
And let's try building a better raft.
All right, so we're starting there.
It's probably the most productive way of doing this, I think.
Okay.
So roll 20 sided this time, dexterity based, but we're refreshed now, so good advantage.
Natural 20.
Wow, you really made up for that natural one. This raft actually looks relatively sturdy. So I would like you to roll a charisma persuasion check, please. Versus. All right. What would you roll?
11.
Kind of mediocre,
Mhm.
but they are in visibly
Better
better
spirits.
condition now.
Yeah.
They've had a good sleep. And basically, once the hut was there and they're comfortable and warm, they had a belly full of food. They didn't stir all night. They were just sound asleep. Two of them are still really quite incoherent in a way, but they see everyone's healthy and alive, healthier and alive. And yeah, they take some convincing. It's not an easy slam dunk, but they want to get away from here now.
Yes.
They've, they've had enough of a recovery that leaving is what they want to do.
All right.
All right, so we launch our raft.
Yep.
Uh, we get them on it. Are we doing this all in one go?
Yes.
All right. So you are going to try to control the water.
Well, use shape water, yes, to provide us with a current.
Yep.
Not a fast one, but I can give us a current.
Shape water is a cantrip, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that starts to work. We are here,
Mhm.
and we're gradually inching our way towards shore.
Mhm.
And probably when we're about here, all of a sudden this wall of water rises up out of here and is now roaring towards us. Roll an Arcana check, please.
10.
You know the spell, so that is actually the DC. The
DC.
DC. This is control water.
I do
Someone.
not know control water.
Hmm?
I do not know control water.
Oh, it isn't currently. Oh, I thought you did. It's a fourth level spell, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't have it.
Oh, all right. Well, you're familiar enough with it. This is your forte. This water is your thing.
Can I
Oh,
counter spell?
hmm? No, you did not. No, it was first off not in range.
All right. Well, all right. Well, if this is the flood effect of control water, that doesn't do damage, fortunately, but it can capsize our raft quite easily.
Yeah, we have very terrified humans with us as a wall of water is.
All right. Well, this definitely comes to the fact that someone here is a spellcaster.
Yep. All right. Our raft does not survive.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
You
that
roll a natural 20, but it's still just cobbled together out of broken tables and twine and yeah, it's not meant for that sort of thing.
and also control water has a 25% chance of sinking ships.
It's not a ship.
No, but that's the point. It's like, so if it
So
can sink a ship, it can sink this raft.
yeah, so I would like you to roll a dexterity check, please. You do have an option of. All right, this is what happens. We were about here. This wall of water came up, picked up our little boat, and is going to dash it onto here. You have a chance to leap onto these stones. So that's dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw 9.
All right, I have a 23. All right, 5 dexterity saving throws.
Oh, good grief. Without any real benefits, I imagine.
One. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, one more. Believe it or not, 3 of these uh, rescue people managed to leap onto the stones with me, as you and 2 others are basically swamped and are now in the water.
Well, that's not a problem for me.
No, it is freaking them out, I tell you.
Do I see anywhere where I know control water can have a long range, but
Yep.
do I see anyone that would have cast this?
You do see some individuals. Hold on a sec. We're going to have to get some initiatives going here in a second. All right. Roll me an initiative, please.
8.
All right. Oh, back for you. Wow, that's some terrible initiatives. Oh, there we go. Wow, that's pretty good. All right. You do see a number of leechlings in the water. And one of them seems a bit more burly than the others. Has grabbed one of the. Oh, actually, that's not fair. There are 3 people here. I'm gonna grab somebody. Might be you. All right. 1 and 2, it's you. The rest is the poor buggers. One of the humans that we just rescued is dragged off. That's one less to them. That's the natural 20 in initiative order. And then it's my turn. I turn around, I look into the water, and I see I see 7 of these leechling things.
Okay.
And I can't fireball them because they're around you.
You can hold your spell until we move.
Hold a fireball until you're clear.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you'll get clear. I am concerned about the other person in the water with
You have a plan.
What's that?
I do have a plan, but I can't tell you that.
Well, I know you can get out of the water. All right, I'll hold a fireball.
All right.
My fireball trigger is when you are no longer in the water.
Okay.
And then we come to the other person in the water with you is up first before you.
All right.
They're going to try and get out of the water. Because they're freaked out. They roll a natural 1. They're not going anywhere. They might be drowning. And then we come to you.
All right. Kind of hoping that that person would be able to get themselves out of there, but if not,
Yep.
well, this seems like a bit of a waste, but this is an emergency. I'm going to. Can I get to them?
Yeah, they're basically just in the water with you.
I grab on to the person.
Flailing.
I said, "Hang on, I'm getting us out of here. Just calm down."
Not happening. But you have a grab on them.
This could be a problem then.
Roll a dexterity check, please.
8 again.
Their flailing is very ineffectual. You do manage to hang on to them.
There's one problem with this plan.
They have to be willing.
Yes. You can also bring one willing creature your size or smaller with you.
They are unaware of what you're trying to do.
So that counts as unwilling.
Counts as unaware, unknown, so they can't be willing.
Like 50% of the way of just saying I don't care.
So, what you gonna do?
Well, they're not willing?
You don't know. They rolled a 1, so that means they're splashing and flailing, trying to keep from drowning, and they're freaking out. You
Right.
have no idea what they're...
Distance from where I am to the other side of the shore?
well, you are currently in the water right here.
Yeah.
So
More than 30 feet?
Oh, yeah, way more than 30 feet.
Okay.
30 feet would be not even halfway.
Alright, it says, I'm trying to save you, I say, as I speak an incantation, and basically it's going to be like a whirlpool forms in the water at the moment as I cast Dimension Door.
All right.
I'm going to try and...
A persuasion check. Oh, you have two new portents, by the way.
Yes, I haven't rolled those. Should I do that first?
Yeah, you might want to.
No, I don't want to use either of those.
All right.
Then
Roll your persuasion.
Roll the persuasion?
Yep.
10.
Whole pile of die in there. All right. Let's see if they have enough mental faculties to understand what you're trying to say. You appear.
Okay. So I formed the portal, which is a circular portal around us that we're going to fall through.
Yeah.
It opens up basically on the path. They're further back, right? No, by this bush, right where the rock and by that bush.
Yeah.
So on the path beside it.
Yep.
And we are going to just land, and all the water's going to come with us, obviously. So it's going to resemble an episode of SG-1.
Yeah. You're doing a Jonas, which is kind of funny.
Yes. And I'm going to Dimension Door myself and hopefully this other person onto that section of the path.
You materialize with a bunch of water, and as the water drains away and you can blink clear your eyes, you are by yourself.
Well, I tried. I'm going to use my movement.
Yes, what are you going to do?
I'm going to use my movement to move back along to where the causeway is, and or where that bridge was. Yeah, and just keep an eye on things at the moment, because that's all I can do. I assume this individual is still drowning.
They are... Well, basically, you just removed a whole pile of water from the water.
Mm-hmm.
Which... And then it all collapsed again. They are moving.
Yeah.
But not well.
Well, they have no one to blame but themselves.
Yep. Alright, so that's your initiative order.
Yeah.
So, the following happens. First off, one of the leech things swims over, grabs this individual, and heads off. Which leaves 4 more.
Your fireball should go off, by the way.
Yes, because there's nobody at... Actually, as soon as you leave, my fireball goes out. That's what I said, right? So that person's still going to be there.
You can choose not to release it.
Like, fireball definitely kill that individual. Possibly a bunch of leech things. But I'm not going to do that. We're trying to rescue these people. So that's a third level spell slot gone. Then that happens. And then what are you gonna do, buddy? As far as you can tell, that is all that happens. So two of the remaining 5 humanoids that we're trying to rescue have now been carried off.
Yes, the other 3 are over with you.
3 are over with me. I come to the top of the round and I yell over to you. Now what? We seem to be at an impasse here for getting them out of here. They keep trying to prevent it.
Well, you could turn into a giant ape and literally carry them across.
Yes.
And I could try and kill any of the ones that get in your way.
We are. Are we satisfied with rescuing 3 out of the 5?
Personally, I'd be satisfied with saving 0 out of the 5.
Okay, we're at that point, are we? Well, we can have the argument in a few minutes. I turn into a giant ape. I pick up
the 3 remaining individuals.
3 remaining individuals, not even bothering to try and make any gestures of placation or anything.
You can probably jump the distance almost.
I walk over, stomping.
Yeah.
Hoping to hit something on the bottom while I do so.
I'm keeping an eye out for any of these leechlings, especially any one of them that is trying to cast a spell.
All right. I would like you to roll a perception check, please.
7.
I'm making an awful lot of, well, not noise, but I'm splashing lots, disturbing the water quite a bit. You don't really see anything.
Okay.
I do make it across, though. And I
didn't
deposit.
think they were going to be able to stop that.
I don't think they want to try, that's for sure. It would be like a flea on my leg, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah,
like
I deposit
a minnow
the
trying
3.
to stop us. It would be like a minnow trying to stop us.
Yeah, I deposit the 3 of them there on the shore.
Yeah.
They're thrilled.
I'm going to try and herd them away from the edge of the water.
Oh, you don't need to.
Yeah.
Those are very, very interesting numbers. They run off.
Oh, okay.
They're running away from the water. They're heading up the road.
I was going to give them some food before they left.
No, they did. Once they hit the ground,
There.
The last little while has been the worst times of their lives, and they just want to get as far as they can away from water, and that's what they're doing. They're running away.
All right.
That may be the worst decision of their remaining lives. We'll get to that in a bit.
But that is not our problem.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I could easily overtake them and pick them up.
It's not worth it.
All right.
I don't think so, unless you really want to.
I can't communicate any of this to you.
Yeah, so it's whatever you think is best, really, with your 8 intelligence.
My 8 intelligence. My 8 intelligence is fixed on vengeance at the moment. I don't like these things. Good. Reasonable chance. I wade back into the water, and you see me just pounding the crap out of the water.
As effective as it sounds.
Yeah, this is as effective as it sounds. You can't see anything because the water is just thoroughly disturbed. Every now and then I pick up a really big rock and I just toss it at things. All completely ineffectual. I will wear down after a moment or two, and then I'll wade back ashore. I'll stop concentrating on polymorph.
Yep.
Now I am myself again.
I say, did you get that out of your system?
I'm not entirely sure. I really do want to go in there and decimate these things. We were just trying to rescue them. And we only end up getting half of them out of here. There's still 2 left.
I mean, we don't know how many of them are. We can't take them all on. And there seems to be a magic user among them who has twice now gotten off high level spells without us seeing them somehow.
Well, yeah. Well, you're active player. What do you want to do?
I think we should uh, side on the discretion is the better part of valor here.
All right.
We managed to save 3 of them. Admittedly,
Well,
they may now just have gone off and gotten themselves killed.
I'm not going to roll.
All right.
We'll just think they survived.
Yeah. But sometimes you have to quit while you're ahead.
Okay. So we head south.
Yes. Well, away from this place at the very least.
Well, south is towards Lyria.
Yes.
I take it you want to stick to the coast because Lyria is on the coast.
Hmm.
Actually, let's go over one more map here.
May not be our most triumphant moment, but well, they can't all be that.
We're on the coast. So
Yeah.
we keep heading down. We'll hit Lyria.
Yeah.
It is our only real guide landmark.
Yes.
If we go back into the woods, we might get lost.
All right then.
All right. We head south.
Yeah, south.
We are going to have so we did got there. Well, then oh gee, it's basically dark at this moment. We would have to, if you want to get away from this place at least a little bit, we are going to have to proceed in the dark for a bit, and then we can set camp.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I would like you to roll a survival check, normally with advantage, but because of the dark and everything else, we'll just call it a straight roll.
19.
Oh, easily.
Mm.
We managed to weed our way down the coast. We won't have to go very far, probably just a couple hours, and then we make camp. We do all our usual stuff,
Yeah.
and at that point, we'll call it a day. Literally.
Yes. Literally.
Literally. Well, not our best moment, but
They can't all be. Some things have to eventually go wrong for us.
yeah, and they really did not want their food to escape.
Well, it is understandable.
Yeah, so there we go. I
All
hope
right
you
then.
guys, hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone else watching enjoyed it.
Yes.
We
Please
don't
remember to like
always
and
get what we want.
no. Please remember to like and subscribe, and please join us here again next time as we continue our adventures in the lands that we created for ourselves.
Yep.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, all.